In today's video I'm going to show you how I created this over the edge butterfly card using a free design that's already in ScanNCut Canvas. This type of card has been requested several times from subscribers, so in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how I made this. I hope you'll find it helpful, and I'm just now going to pop over into Canvas. I'm in ScanNCut Canvas. The first thing that I'm going to do is go to the Canvas projects, and from within here I'm going to come to this icon here which allows me to search. So I'm going to click, and in the filter box I'm going to type butterfly and just click OK, and it should bring up anything that's in ScanNCut Canvas that is related to butterfly. So I'm going to choose this butterfly t-shirt. Once it's selected, if I wanted to make the actual t-shirt project, then there's a recipe here which is basically a PDF showing you how you do this, and then you download your project here. But I just want the butterfly and I want to edit it. So I'm going to hover over this box here until I see the edit or download box, and I'm going to click on the edit box which is here, which is import parts. So I'm going to select that and I'm going to say OK. And it should now put the butterfly on a new blank mat. And here it is. And if you select it, you can see that it's actually quite a large design. It's 7¼ high by over 8½ inches wide. So the first thing I'm going to do is get one of the corners and I'm going to drag it down and make it about 3½ inches high, something like that, 3¼ ish. It's not vital, you can do this any size you want. I'm just showing you how I made my design for the card that I've just shown you. Now I'm going to squash it in a little bit because I don't want it as wide as it is. So that's my design. So the first thing I'm going to do is right click and create a duplicate, and I'm going to put the duplicate up there. Now I'm going to come over to the basic shapes and I'm going to get this rectangle here. And I want two, so I'm going to select it twice. So with one of them, I'm going to select it, hold the shift key down and rotate it so it's vertically, and I'm going to drag it in until it's really, really thin. You can see down here 0.08. I'm going to select it and I'm going to position it over the middle of the butterfly. Now I'm going to use the zoom and just zoom in so hopefully you'll see it a bit more. Then I'm just going to hit the select icon so I can move this thin rectangle, and once I've got it on top of the butterfly, it has to be on top and it's centered. I'm going to drag an imaginary box just around these two, and I'm going to come to edit and subtract, and that's going to cut the butterfly in half, but it will still be a group. So with it selected, I'm going to right click and hit divide, and this just breaks up the two halves. So I can get rid of this half because I don't want it. So I'm just going to hit delete on my keyboard, and then I'm going to select this. And this is the half I want to work on. I'm going to come to the properties box and I'm going to remove the fill just so that I can see it better and close that box down. Now again, I'm going to select the zoom icon and I'm just going to zoom in on this inner section here because this is where I need to open up this line now. So with just this part of, or this half of the butterfly selected, I'm going to double click to expose the nodes, and I'm just going to click on either this top or bottom node, whichever one selects this line. Now I've clicked on that and it's selected that, so I don't want that, so I'm going to select this one and it's now selected this line, and this is the line I want to delete. And to delete it, I come to this box here and just click it, and now it's opened it. Now I don't want these little nodes here and I don't want these nodes here, so what I'm going to do now, starting with this one at the bottom, I'm going to select this node and I'm just going to hit the delete points, and that just takes that bit away that I don't need. Then I'm going to come up here and do the same to this, so I'm going to select this and hit delete points. And then if I want to zoom in a bit more on this area, I can double tap and zoom in. And then you can see I've got some strange nodes here which I don't want. So I'm going to drag that out, make sure that's selected and hit delete. And then again, I might just see what I can select. There's another node there, I think, that is looking a bit odd. I think it's just it's because it's a curved line. So that looks okay now. So I'm going to come back to view, fit to matte, and then just click anywhere on the map to deselect. Now I'm just going to zoom in on this area and just have a look at this, and it all looks okay. So view, matte. Now I'm going to bring this rectangle in. I want this rectangle to be about 5¼ inches high, so I'm just going to drag it out. You can resize it exactly if you want. I'm just going to drag it out by eye, and I want it to be about 7½ inches wide. It's not vital at this point, as I say. I'm just doing it by eye. You can be more precise if you want to be. Now I forgot to do something, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring this butterfly back in and duplicate it and put my duplicate on the side, and I forgot that I got rid of the other half of this butterfly. So I'm just going to select a rectangle again, hold my shift key down and rotate it and take it down to what I had before, 0.08 or thereabouts. It's not vital. Put this over the middle of this butterfly, select just these two and go edit, subtract. Then I'm going to right click and hit divide so it breaks them up, and I'm going to get rid of that one. So when I did the divide at first, I needed the other half, but I completely forgot. So this one I'm going to move out of the way for a minute, and this one that's filled in on screen I'm going to position approximately in the middle of my card with a slight overlap here. So I'm going to select both, and I'm going to go edit and weld. Now with it selected, I'm just going to remove the fill so you can see it better, and I'm going to colour this one in, or make this one red now, just so it stands out a little bit better. You don't have to do this. I'm just going to do it so that you can see it a little bit better on screen. So I'm going to select this rectangle and hit centre back because I want to just, hopefully, it's not going to let me do it. So I'm just going to bring the red one out of the way, bring this in, and then I'm going to position this. Now you don't want this close to the edge because you want to have a bit of card here so that when you bend this left hand butterfly up, you need a bit of card in the middle before this outside butterfly that's welded to the card. Otherwise, if you put it too close, it's going to be a very weak point on your card. So the way that I would do it is line up the antennae here and then just use the shift key and move it over. As I say, you want a bit of a gap here, okay? So now I'm going to select everything because this is positioned, and because we've got an open line here, that part won't cut on this base card, and that section there, here, is what will hold this half on the card. So I'm going to select everything and go right click and group. Now I'm going to come back to view and fit to matte, and I'm going to bring this one in, and this is the same size, or this is the butterfly that we started with. So now we've got a base card with half a butterfly welded to the edge and this half positioned so that all this will cut out but this section won't, and this is our butterfly as our topper. So you need to give it a name here, so I'm just going to call it test butterfly. I'm going to save it into my projects and say OK, and then download it however you download it to your machine and cut it out. So I hope you found that helpful. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let me know in the comments box below if you're going to try it. Also let me know if you want any other video tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.